Okay, hello. I have realized that I am not good at making a script and following it because I just sound, hollow, non existent. And I have decided just to finish this dang project, I am going to podcast this entire thing, which is going to be a first hot take, so I might be ran off the internet, so who knows? Um, if you guys have all played DmC, the entire series, stay. If you haven't, either go play the games or just prepare to be spoiled, because I really do not care. I talk the way I want to. Um, alright. So, DmC Devil May Cry is fun. Conceptually. I know that sounds bizarre, but hear me out. In my mind, I have basically turned DmC into Destiny 2. I don't know how I made this jump, but I did. I do not condone attacking anyone, nor do I condone sharing this to anyone. This is going to be your little midnight show, and for you alone. Because I am new to this pot, and I refuse to be famous. Thank you. Anyway, DmC Devil May Cry would be better. Well, not better. It would be interesting if instead Virgil was the main character, because I have an easier way of not thirsting for the man. That's why I can basically play with him in a sense. And I don't know how to put this in words, but let me explain myself slowly. Um, DMC Devil, DMC Devil May Cry would improve with the influence of DMC 5 because they have limbo and characters don't change drastically. But in Devil May Cry 5, you see V, the human side of Virgil, walking around, living life, doing the fluffy duck thing, but can't eat the sandwich for some odd reason, but I digress. He is living it up, and he has another side of him that's sort of ending it up, in a sense. And just the fact that there's like just that little cute dichotomy going through. It's funny because I just, when you really think about it, V should have been the one being introduced in the reboot. Because, think about it this way. If you grab him, if you grab V, throw him right in front of Dante, and he's all like, "I'm your brother," and it's like, boy, I do not believe that for one darn second. Look at you. You weak. You don't even look like me. You got those juicy lips. I don't have lips like that. Because they're supposed to be twins, and you just see that they're not. But then suddenly, V goes to limbo, and suddenly he looks like that Virgil. That's what I kind of. That's what I want. I just want them to like look radically different when they go into limbo, rather than like the same model but just a little bit more starchy and white. Is the idea that I want to go through. Also, to have let Cat be a character rather than a MacGuffin, that would be nice. Or, ooh, even better, co-op. I would love co-op. That would be like the first Devil May Cry was like co-op as a system, as a game. We would love that. We would stand because it's already modded in like Devil May Cry 5 where they have, co-op. And it actually kind of improves the story since this is the reboot is the longest time Virgil and Dante have been aligned with each other. And they don't play with that. They let Virgil just decide to nuke his cousin in a strange sense. That's also my second problem. There's more family drama, and we are starting the entire thing. It's like, we live in a society, and who does that help? I was hoping for Catholics Anonymous, not Catholics. Not Catholics Junk Journal. You know? It's... And also, I kind of wanted more characters, because, like, if they were to add Trish in this game, too, that would be, like, 10 times more interesting. So, you know how the first trailer of DmC that got all the fanboys crazy was Dante being chained up with the TV and all that, looking a bit skinnier, a little bit bloody, had like black hair and a few streaks of white. Take that and just give it to Sparta. Because Sparta's still alive in this world. They say he got a thing worse than death, but... And then they show a picture of, like, him in the wrong place at the wrong time. And he's been banished. And it's like, you know what? OG Mundus would have brainwashed him, abused him, raised his child to be everything that he hated, torture him with the image of his wife, and, you know, turn him into the correct, like, you know, correct his actions in a sense. That would have been way more interesting, because in the end, where you have to fight Mundus, it's not just Mundus, you're fighting Trish and Sparta. So basically, if the main character was Virgil, he'd be fighting his entire family after he killed his cousin. Ooh, come on. That would be the most family drama one could ever saw, and they're not doing it. Also, like, if we were to keep the base game as it is, there should be a hub world so you can walk around and harass your brother as a little brother. Like, there's like a button you constantly press, and it just annoys the crap out of Virgil until he gets tired, and like that's a secret boss you have unlocked just out of pure annoyance. And then you start keeping score of that, and then suddenly right at the end, it just, you know, piles all up, you know, to where it's like, who is the stronger brother? So if you lose, you still have like a bunch of humans protecting you, because like humans started betting on who would win, and a lot of people had faith in Dante to do so, and all that kind of jazz. Like, it would have grown a relationship with like people around him rather than just being knitted to Cat carrying all that weight of the entirety of humanity, which makes no sense. There should have been like a bigger cast for the good guys, you know, because there's a big cast for the villains. It's not like anyone likes each other here. It would be nice to see, like, the entire revolution like each other, or at least have friend groups or something, so when it gets ambushed, you can tell that they care about each other. Because it felt hollow. It felt hollow just watching somebody run through and be like, all those poor people, I hope Cat's okay. Oh no, not the wall that's been caved in. It got that energy, so I would love to have, you know, more. It would just be interesting if they just add a little bit. Just little things that would just add up to be better. Like, for the DLC with Virgil, his little vengeance thing, it would be interesting rather than find out that Eva was killed or dead, since you like find her as a ghost in your old house somewhere in hell for some odd reason. Unless that's just a part of his psyche and I'm just misreading it. It would have been way more interesting if Eve was a fallen angel and you had to fight her and she turns out to be, while you're playing DmC, she is out here playing Dark Souls. Your dodge roll will be fucked. You know, I just, it would be playful. Conceptually, this entire thing would be fun. Like, drawing it out for a concept book that no one's gonna read would be fun. And the fact is, I'm so worried that nobody's gonna like it. I ain't gonna go anywhere. It's just, I ain't been putting out the work. I haven't been liking my art style. I haven't been doing a lot of things. So, this is my first draft. This is what I'm putting out into the world. It's just, whew, I am not sure. This is the first draft. I don't know if I'm going to be continuing this or just finally turning up a TED Talk, because I need to test the comic section, if I even have one. If I curse enough, I probably have one. Maybe 2-3 comments after a month. I don't know. So, that is all. Thank you for listening to my entire first draft. And ooh, it's under 15 minutes. I'm so proud of myself. Anyway, goodbye.